Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Salwa Shahira binti Badrul Hisham. I will present about introduction and Islam perspective to the cybercrime. Scamming. The crime of cyber trick is one of the most common crime in cyberspace today. For example, online sales scams of branded smartphone. Criminals use the online business medium of branded smartphone by offering cheap price in committing the cybercrime. The crime of cyber trick is an act of treachery or breach of trust and cannot be convicted of the crime of theft in Islamic criminal law.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Aliani binti Ahmad. I will present about definition of cybercrime, type of cybercriminals, type of cybercrime. Definition of cybercrime. Cybercrime is defined as a criminal activity directly related to the use of a computer, particularly illegal intrusion into a computer system to either database, manipulation, or theft of data stored online, or sabotage of equipment and data. Crime that involve all crime activities that usually happen, such as theft, fraud, extortion, and all other activities that involve a violation of existing law by using computer facilities or by using internet at cyberspace. Definition of cybercrime depends on the definition of crime in a country. For example, in Malaysia, gambling, pornography, sex advertising is a crime in Malaysia but not a crime in other country. Some people define cybercrime as a computer crime.
Hacking. The crime of hacking is capable of crippling various major and important systems involving electronic information database as well as the country of security system in a country. Hacking is a computer intrusion in which the hacker unlawful or illegally access a computer system without obtaining permission from the owner of the computer system and has the intent to steal data or obtain confidential information. This case cannot be considered a crime of theft because the hacker did not take or transfer the property into their possession, instead only dispose or delete the information directly from the data system, and is not count as a crime of theft and can only be punished with takzir. Scamming. The crime of cyber trick is one of the most common crime in cyberspace today. For example, online sales scams of branded smartphone. Criminals use the online business medium of branded smartphone by offering cheap price in committing the cybercrime. The crime of cyber trick is an act of treachery or breach of trust and cannot be convicted of the crime of theft in Islamic criminal law.
Types of cybercriminal. Among them are crackers, hackers, pranksters, career criminals, and cyber terrorists. Hackers are individuals who are like to exploit another computer system for education because of curiosity or to compete with peers. The prankster, this individual do tricks on others. Generally, it does not intend any particular or prolonged danger. Career criminals, these cyber criminals is generates income from crime. Last is cyber terrorists, known as attack targeted at military installation, power plants, air traffic controls, banks, trail traffic controls, telecommunication network are the most targeted. Types of cybercrime. Hacking is an action that accesses the computer of a person without any permission from the responsible party or the owner of the computer. Phishing is something like a lie to get important or sensitive information like password, username, and credit card information disguised as a credible individual. Cyber fraud is always happen, and it happens using computer. Criminals make cyber sites to carry out criminal activity.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Aminah binti Amli and I from TIC 110-4A. Sebelum according to Islam, privacy and privacy right. Cybercrime is indeed generally wrong because it has penalty violated a person's rights without the victim consent of cybercrime. In the verse of the Quran, many are mentioned. It is included in the category of faith and thief that can be used as a reference for this law. Second, stay away from seeking other people's shame. Cyberbullies are always looking for other people's faults to hurt others by exposing people's shame on social and public site. This inhuman act has caused the victim of this bully to feel ashamed and traumatized to face others. Besides, it is not in line with the technique with the teaching that Islam has stated. The words of Allah SWT mean, "O you who believe, avoid much negative assumption in that some assumption is sin. And do not spy or backbite each other. Will side of you like to eat the flesh of his brother when dead? You will detest it and fear Allah. Indeed, Allah is accepting of repentance and merciful. Surah Al-Hujurat, verse 12. Thus, in caring for personal information and data, the nature of trust is something that is highly demanded in Islam. In all daily affairs and work, we must practice the nature of faith. Moreover, Allah SWT forbids His servant to betray the trust that has been given. O ye that believe, betray not the trust of Allah and the Messenger, nor misappropriated knowingly things entrusted to you. Surah Al-Anfal, verse 27. Stealing for personal information and data. Identity thieves in a cyberspace steal personal information and data others with intent for personal use, and their act have been done internationally. Nabi Muhammad SAW said, which means it is forbidden taking the property of Muslim without permission. Al-Bahaki 1994. The above hadith explain that a person whose faith is perfect will not commit heinous deeds and is denied by Allah SWT. Believers will be afraid to do so because Allah SWT will notice all acts and behaviors.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Safurah binti Ibrahim. Today I will present to how to avoid cybercrime. Cybercrime is very dangerous, but don't worry, I have a few ways how to avoid the cybercrime. First, establishing the existence of cybersecurity. This is very important because it carries the purpose of monitoring the online security of social media users in Malaysia. Second, declare the law on spies. In addition to federal law, the Interstate Anti-Stalking, Punishment and Prevention Act 1996 also had a Finnish law in all 15 of the territories by 1999. Third, making the enactment of act and law. This is to provide to cyber user as not to be trained by criminal tactic. And the last way is all parties need to play a role, including parents who must fill themselves with knowledge. It can be a Burak for children and the surrounding community. Now we go to conclusion. In this conclusion, this cybercrime is becoming more and more prevalent in this day and age because of the COVID-19 season that hit and even this will cause Malaysia to get a negative view due to the state of its country, which is always oppressed and fraudulent. In addition, this cybercrime has many tricks to commit fraud, treachery, and so on, which is why in this presentation already attach measures to overcome the role of each and so on. That's all from me. Thank you.